Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and shimmering lakes, there was a humble workshop known as the Starry Forge. The Starry Forge was famous for crafting magical items that shimmered with the light of the stars. The master of the workshop was an elderly, wise man named Master Orion, known throughout the land as the greatest starcatcher. Master Orion had a unique talent for capturing the light of falling stars and turning it into beautiful, magical objects. His creations brought joy and wonder to everyone who saw them. However, Master Orion was growing old and needed an apprentice to carry on his legacy. In the village lived a young girl named Elara, who dreamed of becoming a starcatcher like Master Orion. Elara loved to gaze at the night sky, mesmerized by the twinkling stars and the mysteries they held. Every evening, she would sit by her window, hoping to see a falling star and wishing for the chance to learn from Master Orion. One clear night, as Elara was watching the stars, she saw a brilliant, golden star streak across the sky and land somewhere beyond the hills. Excited by the sight, she decided to follow it, hoping it might lead her to Master Orion's workshop. Elara ventured into the forest and climbed over hills until she reached the Starry Forge. She knocked on the door, and Master Orion answered, surprised to see the young girl standing before him. "Good evening, Master Orion," Elara said with determination. "I saw a falling star and followed it here. I wish to become your apprentice and learn the art of starcatching." Master Orion looked at Elara with kind, twinkling eyes. "The path of a starcatcher is not easy, young one," he said. "It requires patience, skill, and a pure heart. But if you are truly dedicated, I will give you a chance. Follow me." Master Orion led Elara into the workshop, filled with the soft glow of stardust and the delicate hum of magical energy. He explained that starcatching involved capturing the light of falling stars before it faded away, and then using that light to create magical items. "Tonight," Master Orion said, "we will embark on a special task. The Star Festival is approaching, and we need to create a masterpiece for the event. But first, you must prove your worth by completing 3 trials." Elara agreed eagerly, ready to take on the challenge. The first trial was to capture the light of a falling star. Master Orion handed Elara a small, enchanted net and instructed her to stand on the highest hill, where the stars were most visible. As Elara waited, she saw the sky light up with the streak of a falling star. With quick reflexes, she threw the enchanted net and caught the star's light before it could fade. Master Orion was impressed by her skill. "You have succeeded in the first trial," he said. "The second trial is to blend the star's light with a rare moonstone to create a magical essence. The moonstone can only be found in the moonlit grove, deep within the forest." Elara set off towards the moonlit grove, guided by the soft light of the moon. The grove was filled with shimmering moonstones, each glowing with a soft, blue light. She carefully selected the most radiant moonstone and returned to the Starry Forge. Master Orion watched as Elara mixed the star's light with the moonstone. The result was a beautiful, glowing essence that sparkled with the combined brilliance of the star and moon. "You have completed the second trial," Master Orion said. "The final trial is to use this essence to create a magical item that embodies the light of the stars and the moon. This item will be the centerpiece of the Star Festival." Elara worked tirelessly, using the magical essence to craft a delicate pendant in the shape of a star. The pendant shimmered with a mesmerizing light that seemed to dance and swirl with every movement. When the Star Festival arrived, the village gathered to see the magical creations displayed at the Starry Forge. Elara's pendant was the highlight of the event, its light enchanting everyone who saw it. Master Orion proudly announced, "This is Elara's creation, and it represents the beauty and magic of the stars and the moon. She has proven herself to be a true starcatcher." The villagers applauded, and Elara's heart swelled with pride and joy. She had fulfilled her dream and earned her place as Master Orion's apprentice. The Starry Forge continued to create magical items, with Elara and Master Orion working together to bring wonder and light to the world. And so, the village of Elderglen thrived under the glow of the stars, and Elara's story became a cherished legend, a reminder that with dedication, courage, and a pure heart, dreams can come true, and magic can be found in the most unexpected places. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. In the heart of a vast and mystical forest, there was a small, hidden village known as Eldergrove. The village was renowned for its breathtaking beauty and the harmony between its inhabitants and nature. However, the village had a secret that was known only to its elders. Every century, an enchanted lantern would appear in the forest, holding the key to a powerful magic that could protect the village for another 100 years. This lantern was said to glow with a light so pure that it could dispel any darkness. But it had been missing for decades, and the villagers had grown worried as shadows began to creep into their once joyous land. One sunny morning, a young and adventurous girl named Lyra set out from Eldergrove on an errand to fetch herbs for her grandmother. As she wandered deeper into the forest, she stumbled upon an old, crumbling map partially buried beneath fallen leaves. Intrigued, Lyra carefully brushed off the dirt and examined the map. It depicted the forest and led to a mysterious location marked with an ancient symbol, a lantern. Lyra decided to follow the map, hoping it might lead her to the legendary lantern. With her trusty dog, Bramble, by her side, she embarked on a journey through the forest. The Forest of Echoes. The map guided Lyra and Bramble to the Forest of Echoes, a part of the forest where every sound was amplified and returned with a mysterious echo. The echoes were known to be both beautiful and confusing, often leading travelers astray. As they ventured through the forest, Lyra and Bramble encountered a series of echoes that spoke in riddles. They had to listen carefully and solve each riddle to find their way. The first riddle came from a tree with a voice as gentle as the breeze, I have cities but no houses, forests but no trees, and rivers but no water. What am I? Lyra thought for a moment and realized the answer was the map. She and Bramble followed the path that the echo revealed, which led them to a shimmering waterfall. The Whispering Waterfall. The second clue was hidden behind the Whispering Waterfall, where the water whispered secrets of the forest. Lyra noticed that the whispers seemed to form words when she listened closely. The whispers spoke of a hidden cave behind the waterfall, where the next clue awaited. Lyra and Bramble carefully made their way behind the waterfall and found a small cave. Inside the cave, they discovered a set of ancient symbols etched into the stone. The symbols were the final clue. They needed to decode them to find the lantern's location. The Enchanted Grove. With the symbols deciphered, Lyra and Bramble were led to the Enchanted Grove, a part of the forest where the trees glowed with a soft, otherworldly light. The lantern was said to be hidden here, but its exact location was shrouded in mystery. As they entered the grove, Lyra noticed a circle of ancient, glowing stones. In the center of the circle was a pedestal with an inscription, only the light of true kindness will reveal the lantern's light. Lyra and Bramble spent the day helping the forest creatures, rescuing a trapped fox, nursing an injured bird back to health, and clearing a path for a family of deer. As they performed these acts of kindness, the glowing stones began to shine more brightly. As night fell, the stones illuminated a hidden compartment beneath the pedestal. Inside was the enchanted lantern, glowing softly but not yet at its full potential. Restoring the lantern, Lyra realized that the lantern's light needed to be fully restored by the magic of the forest. She gently took the lantern and placed it in the center of the grove. The forest responded to her kindness, and a magical energy began to flow from the lantern, drawing in the light from the glowing stones and the moonlight above. The lantern's light grew brighter and brighter until it shone with a brilliant, warm glow that filled the entire grove. The once shadowed corners of the forest now sparkled with renewed vitality, and the darkness that had begun to creep into Eldergrove was dispelled. Lyra and Bramble returned to the village, where they were greeted with joy and gratitude. The villagers celebrated the return of the enchanted lantern and the restoration of their beloved forest's magic. Queen Alara, the village's wise and kind leader, presented Lyra with a special medal of honor for her bravery and kindness. The lantern was placed in a prominent spot in the village square, where its light continued to protect and nurture Eldergrove for generations to come. The story of Lyra's adventure became a cherished tale in Eldergrove, reminding everyone of the power of kindness and the importance of protecting the magic that exists within their hearts and their world. And And so, the village thrived under the warm light of the enchanted lantern, and the forest remained a place of wonder and magic, cherished by all who lived there. The end. Once upon a time, in a secluded valley surrounded by majestic mountains, there was a small village called Silverleaf. This village was known for its serene beauty, but it had one secret: a moonlit pond hidden deep in the forest, which no villager had ever ventured to explore. The pond was said to be enchanted, glowing with an otherworldly light on nights when the moon was full. In this village lived a young boy named Finn. Finn was adventurous and loved exploring, but he was also a bit cautious. He had heard the legends about the moonlit pond from the village elders but had never dared to visit it, fearing the unknown. One evening, as the full moon began to rise over the valley, Finn's curiosity got the better of him. He decided that tonight would be the night he would uncover the secret of the moonlit pond. He packed a small satchel with essentials: a warm cloak, a lantern, some food, and his trusty map. Following the path described in the old stories, Finn entered the forest. The trees were tall and ancient, their branches forming a canopy that let only specks of moonlight through. Finn's lantern cast a soft glow, guiding his way as he ventured deeper into the woods. As he walked, he noticed that the forest seemed different than usual. The air was filled with a faint, melodic hum, and the shadows danced in rhythm with the music. Finn followed the sound, which grew louder and more enchanting as he approached the heart of the forest. Finally, he arrived at the edge of the moonlit pond. The sight before him was breathtaking. The pond's surface was like liquid silver, reflecting the moon's light in shimmering waves. Ethereal lilies floated on the water, their petals glowing softly, and a gentle mist hung above the pond, swirling like a silken veil. Finn approached the pond cautiously. As he did, the melody he had heard earlier seemed to come from the water itself. He saw a small, ornate box half buried in the sand at the water's edge. It was intricately carved with symbols of stars and moons. With trembling hands, Finn picked up the box and opened it. Inside was a delicate silver key and a note that read, "To unlock the magic, you must follow the melody of the night and listen to the whispers of the moon." Confused but intrigued, Finn held the key tightly and looked around. The melodic hum grew stronger, and he realized it was coming from the lilies on the pond. As he listened, the sound seemed to guide him to a hidden alcove behind a cluster of willow trees. In the alcove was an ancient, weathered door covered in vines. The door had a keyhole that perfectly fit the silver key. With a deep breath, Finn inserted the key and turned it. The door creaked open to reveal a hidden chamber bathed in soft moonlight. Inside the chamber was a beautiful, celestial harp, surrounded by floating orbs of light. The harp was delicate and adorned with moonstones that glowed with a gentle, soothing light. As Finn approached the harp, he felt a sense of peace and wonder. Suddenly, the harp began to play on its own, the strings moving gracefully as if guided by invisible hands. The music was enchanting, filling the chamber with a feeling of warmth and magic. Finn felt as though he was being enveloped in a dream. A soft, glowing figure appeared before him. It was the guardian of the moonlit pond, a fairy with wings like shimmering moonlight. She had a kind and serene smile. "Welcome, brave traveler," the fairy said. "You have discovered the secret of the moonlit pond. This harp holds the magic of dreams and wishes. It has been waiting for someone with a pure heart to set it free." The fairy continued, "The music of the harp can bring joy and hope to those who listen. But remember, true magic lies not only in the melody but in the intentions of the heart. Use it wisely." Finn nodded, understanding the responsibility he now carried. The fairy blessed him and the harp, and with a wave of her hand, the chamber was filled with a brilliant light. When the light faded, Finn found himself back at the pond with the harp in his hands. With great care, Finn returned to the village, carrying the celestial harp. The villagers gathered around him, eager to hear about his adventure. As he played the harp, its magical music filled the village with a sense of wonder and peace. The melodies brought comfort, joy, and inspiration to everyone who listened. From that night on, the moonlit pond and its enchanted harp became a cherished part of Silverleaf. The villagers celebrated the magic of the harp, and Finn's bravery was remembered as a testament to the power of curiosity, courage, and the magic of the heart. And so, the moonlit pond continued to glow with a soft, silver light, its secrets shared with all who believed in the magic of dreams and the beauty of the night.